Okay, hi, it's been a while and I know I haven't uploaded a video for the last year or so. I've been doing a lot of projects and I've been doing a lot of work lately. I work 6 days a week and I hardly get any break. So I think this is one of the perfect time where I can actually make a major update on what's going on with me and what's going on with my psoriasis. So a bunch of people asked me how my psoriasis is doing during the pandemic. It's been doing great. I'm going to give some tips on how I manage the itch and the stress and all the stuff that affects my psoriasis. Of course, disclaimer, the tips that I'm going to share with you aren't all going to be effective with everyone. Everyone's different. Same goes for your psoriasis. Yours could be similar with mine. It could be super duper different. And you always take these advices on the internet with a grain of salt, because as a psoriasis patient, some things worked for others, some things didn't, and you really have to find that balance that makes you happy with your situation and makes you satisfied. So the first tip that I always give out is moisturize your skin. So what I use for my skin are Cetaphil and a mix of Human Nature products and Neutrogena body oil. Of course, you can always get other alternatives. Just make sure that they are fragrance free. That means that the likelihood of skin irritation will be lesser, and that's going to be great because a lot of the time for me, having perfume or having some sort of scent in my lotion or in my body oil irritates my skin. So if that's something that you can relate with, I highly recommend getting a body oil that can be, it could be a virgin coconut oil that's very, very cheap. Like you can get one for like $2 to $3 here in the Philippines, and it works wonders really. When I was in college, I used I don't know which brand, but I used virgin coconut oil during my freshman year in college before I shifted to Neutrogena, and it really worked wonders. And the thing that I like about virgin coconut oil is that you can freeze it and you can just store it somewhere, and then it feels so good on the skin after you freeze it. I don't know what effect it does on the skin or if its effectivity lessens when you freeze it, but it does feel so good. So give it a try and it might help soothe you. Another tip that I can give during the pandemic is you can go get some sunlight. I know a lot of us are cooped up in our houses and it can be very hard to restart or start a habit after so long. So the advice that I can give you about that is, just go out the door. Like if you have a yard or if you have a garage, a place in your house where you can be exposed to the sun for, even 30 minutes a day, that would be great. That would give your skin awesomeness, awesome sauce. And there are a number of research that says, sunlight helped a number of people with psoriasis, and some people that traveled actually got good results when they traveled to tropical areas. So if you live in a tropical area and you're getting a lot of sun, take advantage of that. And if you're not, find the time and place where you can find enough sunlight. And this could be in a nearby park where there's not a lot of people, of course, and just take a walk for a few minutes. That would be great. Alright, so the next tip is to manage your stress. I know there are a lot of videos that will tell you how to manage your stress. I think that boils down to different people, and there's a lot of stress management things online that you can search. But what worked for me actually is that I take the time to myself. And I noticed that ironically, the thing that lessens my itch is when I'm so focused and I'm so into what I'm doing, whether it's drawing or painting or even working, when I'm focused into that task, it kind of lessens my itch. I don't know if it's a psychological thing or like it's a psychosomatic thing, but I itch less when I'm actually busy and when I'm actually doing something that helps me distress. And yeah, the next thing that I did a lot during this pandemic is I took antihistamines. I mean, I'm not telling anyone to take antihistamines, but it really works wonders when my itch is not manageable. I only take it at most like twice a month. Only if my itch is not manageable. Only if my itch is not manageable. The reason for that is that I do not want to wound myself more when I'm scratching, and even if I cut my nails very short, I still wound myself, because if you try to remove the scales from your skin, the part that's annoying you or causing the itch, there's really a tendency that's gonna get wounded or it's gonna bleed. If you think that your itch can't be managed by taking a bath or putting oil or moisturizing, I recommend it. Of course, you might need to seek a physician to actually give you the validation to take it, but for me, it's working wonders. Also, take in mind, I'm not taking any other medication. I'm a generally healthy human being. So if you are taking other medications, consult your doctor first. The next thing that I discovered for the past few years is the kind of shampoo that I use. So during this pandemic, I've just been using a local brand, which is Human Nature. Their coconut shampoo. I'm just gonna show it here, and it's been well with me. It's been okay. Like, I haven't had any problems with the shampoo like I had with other brands that, you know, have a lot of scent in them. I try to stay away from products with scents. Any skin product with scents, I try to stay away from that. Human Nature, they had a little bit of scent there because it's a coconut shampoo, but it's really great. It worked great for me. And yeah, maybe if you can find or try products that are herbal or, you know, closer to nature, then maybe you can give those a try. Human Nature is a local brand, but I'm gonna check it out if it's available internationally, and you can give it a try if you want to. A bonus tip, when I went to the doctor before, they actually recommended using Cetaphil as your primary lotion because lotions work better than oils. But for me, I think oils actually make me feel better, especially the ones that are not too oily, or, you know, the ones that are, you know, a bit on the watery side. I like using that on my damp skin after taking a shower. And another tip that I can give you is you can try baby products. Baby products are gentle on your skin. You can give those a try, and that could help you alleviate your itch and, you know, help you become more comfortable. A thing that helps me with my itch is to wear pajamas. So I have plaques. I have a few plaque psoriasis on my legs, and so if I put pajamas on compared to shorts, I tend to scratch more when I'm wearing shorts because I tend to see them. So when I get that stimulus, when I get that prompt that, oh yeah, right, I'm wearing shorts and those skin, like, I want to pick them, I want to scratch them, like, I think it's a psychological thing that, you know, I need to support myself so that I wouldn't think about scratching my legs. And so what I did is I always wear pajamas. When I do get into the mood, I do wear shorts, you know, just to get that feel. And generally speaking, I tend to actually forget that I have psoriasis when I have my pajamas on. But I do make sure that it gets moisturized. I put lotion on my legs every so often. Keep it smooth and keep it from being irritated. So I guess that's all for today. These aren't just tips for the pandemic, I suppose, but these are really great for me. And also, I'm gonna give an update. Last week I started taking supplements. I started taking vitamin D supplements. So far they have been working great. If you can see from my face, it's a bit clean now, but for a few weeks back it was really bad. I'm not sure if I can get a photo for that, but I have been doing great taking it. I'm only taking like a small dosage for the vitamin D. I stopped going out and biking and cycling since last June, and I'm not proud of that. But I was so scared to go out that I ultimately abandoned my biking habit. So I hope you guys are doing okay. And if you're not, don't be afraid to reach out for help. And I'll see you guys next time.